Hello and welcome to Ludlow Elim Church Online. Great to have you with us. My name is Dane. If you don't know me, I'm the pastor here at Ludlow. If you want any other information about us, we've got the links to our website and our email address down below. So please contact us or check out the website and love you to do that. If you want to meet in person, get some contact details off the website and please contact us. We'd love to have a coffee with you or whatever you like to do. And if you'd like to physically come in person to church, it's 10:30 on a Sunday morning. Be lovely to see you there. Okay, this is the Easter celebration recording. We didn't actually record in the service itself because it was a one service. That's our, if you've been church a while, that's our family service. That's where we have everybody in, the kids as well. And sometimes recording there with the kids there isn't always the best. So we tend to make these recordings afterwards rather than during. But so that being said, I'm just going to go through some of the points about Easter and what we kind of chatted about and share those reflections. So we started off the whole service. We were looking at the question, what are you looking for this Easter? What are you looking for this Easter? And started off by looking at some of these images that you got, like two different images in one. There's like there's the duck and the rabbit. I might be able to show a picture in a second of like two different images. There we go. And so, yeah, we went through a couple of those and just had that thing of like, sometimes different people see different things. And over Easter, there was people seeing different things and not always seeing what God wanted them to see. Me and Karen did a sketch about Mary Magdalene seeing Jesus and being so excited that she'd seen the risen Christ, and she was jumping for joy. And I was being a doubting journalist, and that was quite funny. And yeah, we went over that line where Mary was at the tomb and the angel said, "Why are you looking for the living amongst the dead?" She was searching for Jesus in a place where he wasn't. And sometimes we can do that as well, can't we? Then Jackie went over the story of the two disciples on the road to Emmaus, where they're like walking along all sad because they're thinking the Messiah is dead. They were hoping Jesus was the Messiah. They were looking for a Messiah. And then Jesus comes along, walks beside them, and then when they get to where they go in, they stop the night, and then he breaks bread, and then they realize it was Jesus, and they head back to Jerusalem. So she then did this drawing where you it's not always easy to see first off what you're looking at, what you're looking for. So I'm just going to do the drawing for you now. So this is what Jackie drew. So she started to draw something like that. And then went something like that. So at this, because it's Easter, everyone started to guess it was the tomb. But no, it's not that. Then she drew this. And they started to think, oh, it's an angel at the tomb. Is that what you're drawing? No, it wasn't. Then everybody was just starting to get confused now. And even more confused once we started to do this. Oh, I'll pull it down. There you go. A dog. So what you started out to see is not what you ended up seeing. So yeah, there you go. That's what she drew. Okay, that was really cool, wasn't it? Um, then we had communion, we shared that. Then Karen actually shared something that I thought was brilliant. The thought of, why did Jesus need the stone rolled away? Because if you got all the times where he visits the disciples after the resurrection, he goes through locked doors and everything like that. So it's not that he needs the stone rolled away. So maybe it was something God was signaling. Jesus didn't need the stone rolled away for him to come back to life. It's the stone was rolled away so that we could enter into life, that we could see that the grave was empty. The stone wasn't rolled away so Jesus could come back to life. It was, stone was rolled away so that we could enter into life. I thought that was a brilliant kind of thought. I then kind of had a thought about Thomas. So you got Thomas, this in John 20, 24 to 29, if you want to follow along. And he wasn't with the other disciples when they first saw Jesus. So they're all kind of going on and telling him about it. And he's like, right, we all thought he was the Messiah, and the Messiah was going to be this brilliant warrior king like King David, because that's what all the Jewish people thought the Messiah was going to be. And so because Jesus wasn't that, I imagine Thomas was just in total disarray, kind of going, I know he was a good man, I know that there was something about him, but why has he died? Why the crucifixion? Why? Loads of doubts and fears, probably, I would imagine. And when he's got his friends telling him something that he's just like, that just can't be. I need proof. I need to see those nail scars. I need to see what the side of Jesus to actually really believe. I need that proof. And my reflection of it was that God is not afraid of our questions, and he's not afraid of your questions. If you watching this and you've got questions, if you've got doubts, if you've got fears, he's not afraid of them. He will come in the midst of your pain and your doubt, and he'll say, feel my hands, look at my side. Thomas, actually, it was actually a week later, after the disciples were trying to go, he is alive, to Thomas. And that got me thinking as well, is sometimes God allows us to stew. It's not always fun, but sometimes he allows us to stew. And with an actual stew, or when you're trying to get a good gravy, you let it kind of boil for a while, don't you? You let it simmer off, boil off some of the excess stuff, and it simmers down into something really nice and rich and beautiful. And I think sometimes with our faith, God allows us to stew sometimes. He tenderizes us. He gets our faith to a place where he can really work. And it's not always fun. I've recounted the times me and Karen had 2 miscarriages, and they really hit me quite hard. I was praying for life. I was praying that God would do something. That with one of them, we were in the 12-week scan, and I was just speaking life over the child, and then the comeback report was, no, there's no life. So yeah, it's those times where you're kind of going, what's going on? Did I sin? Was my prayer not right? Did I get this wrong? Why is this happening? In all those doubts and fears, I know in that situation, God met me. He might allow me to stew it, but he's refining me. He's bringing about faith in me. And it worked through for my good. I still don't understand all the details. I don't understand everything why. I've got two amazing girls. So, you know, God knows the big picture, and I need to trust him. Just trust him, even in the questions and in the doubts. Trusting that he will guide me and lead me, and is doing me good. He's doing me good. So that was it. So that was a couple of different thoughts of what you're looking for this Easter. Are you looking for God in the right places? Are you seeing him as he truly is? Or are you not quite seeing it right yet? Did you get why the stone was rolled away? It was so that you could enter in. And with your questions and with your doubts, he is there for you. Don't ever think he's not. He's there for you. Okay, so that was Easter. That was the reflections that we did over Easter. In a fun way. It was a bit manic, because one service is always manic. You've got to come to one if you haven't been to one. Yeah, that was it. So I'm gonna say bye-bye. God bless you. Hope you've had an amazing Easter. If you want to contact us, please do follow the links in the description below, and we'll catch you again. I'll leave you with the notices. God bless, guys.